But trust is at the same time such an interesting thing because it's a thing that you sort of have to give before before the person necessarily earns trust, right? You kind of have to give it before it's really, I guess, qualified whether the person really deserves your trust, right?
It's kind of like assumed that you do trust a person, or you give them like all this leeway in trust.
Yeah.
For them to have to break it for it to be a problem.
Right. It's like innocent until proven guilty with trust. It's like a very interesting thing, which I think is like a form of, well, we already said it's a form of intimacy, because you are, I think there's an aspect of it, or the aspect of it is releasing control. You have to release control to like give your trust to someone who you don't know whether they'll break it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know when, where, how.
That's the risk of relationship.
Exactly.
And to me, what that sounds like to me, the immediate thought that I go to is it's the doorway to vulnerability. And what is more vulnerable than leading with some idea that is like the truest aspect of who you are? Yeah. And risking everything in the process.
Totally.
Right? You don't get anything from giving someone your trust.
Right.
But you risk literally everything that embodies
heart-shattered,
trust. Yeah.
Emotional trauma.
But you have to give it first.
Yeah.
Before you can benefit from it.
Right. Yeah,
which
exactly.
is insane to me. And if that is the first vulnerability and the most important and most significant vulnerability, then everything else comes after that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree. And
then leading right into honesty. It's in that trust, in that vulnerability, in that opening up, in that spending the moments and the time being with a person, trying to understand them. The opening up has to be honest.
Yeah. Has to be truthful.
Has to be true to whatever your present experience is at the time.
100%.
Because if you are, and I do this a lot when I don't want to actually open up to people.
You lie.
I don't necessarily lie, but I give them a false sense of intimacy. So it's like I'm not necessarily being dishonest. Yeah. But if you're not being completely honest, you're not being honest at all. Right. Right. And for your partner that you're ideally trying to spend the rest of your life with, to rob them of your deepest self, to not actually open up and be honest, is doing your own self a disservice, because you're invalidating the very structure of the achievement you're trying, or the goal you're trying to achieve with this person, by being in a relationship with them. Right, exactly. Right? So why wouldn't you want to lead with honesty? I don't know.
No, 100%. It's foundationally, like now you're foundationally unsound because you are not leading with like with truth. Right. Now you have to keep up these lies and and these a facade or whatever.
And in the same vein too, if you're leading with like this trust, like maybe you don't want to tell them everything all the time because you're like learning how to open up to them and stuff like that. But leading with trust and having that vulnerability is it helps, or honesty helps that trust grow, right? Because if you are being authentic and being yourself and leading with the true things that actually affect you and that actually mean something to you, how they respond to it will instantly validate the thing that you want validated, which is going to develop that connection, which is going to help you feel seen, which is going to give you that intimacy that we're trying to cultivate using these tools, right?
Right. No, 100%. It affirms that, okay, this is real. This person is person that they say they are. I can open up to them in the way that, I don't know, whatever. I 100% agree with that.
And in that opening up, the gratitude helps a person feel seen, that they're even making that effort to open up to you. Yeah. You start to see how all these tools start circling each other.
The circle starts going. The wheel starts turning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.